This is a content warning. All episodes of Mysteries Unknown may include foul language, fantasy violence, blood and gore, and worst thing of all, sexual content. Listener discretion is advised.
Hello, listeners. Thank you for tuning in once again to the Mysteries Unknown podcast, for V is for going viral. And as always, I am introduced with my lovely cast of characters, starting with Devil.
Hello, I'm Devil. I'm playing Marcus the Voice, Rift of Yoshimitsu.
Javii.
Hey, I'm Javii, and I will be playing Aidan, the Rift of the Bottom of the Ocean.
And Cheshire.
Hi, I'm Cheshire. I am playing Codi, the Rift of Bloody Mary.
And I think I completely forgot to introduce myself, and it is me, Hunter, the MC. So, we're going to start this off a little different. I'm going to have everyone give me a fun fact about your characters. Start with Devil first.
So, fun fact about Marcus is when he's not doing student council, he works for, very briefly, for kind of a charity organization called Compassion. Just this little side charity work. It's kind of in his veins from his upbringing.
Kind of basically a feed and clothe the homeless kind of deal?
Yep.
Nice. That's awesome. I like that. All right, Chesh?
I think for an interesting fact with Codi is she is a closet gamer. She likes sitting and spending time online when she's alone. Probably even has like some online alias of some sort.
What would be the current game she's playing right now?
Whatever the City of Mist version of Apex Legends is.
All right, I like that. That's kind of fun. All right, Javii.
I would say a fun fact about Aidan is that he has a debilitating case of claustrophobia. He really doesn't like enclosed spaces. This is, I guess, primarily one of the reasons why he likes, or liked swimming as a kid. He, like the open beaches, open waters, all that stuff. Like he hates being enclosed, probably because he's like super big too. Like, he's a bigger guy. So
it's like, excuse me, as I write this out to where I possibly won't use for future use now.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's like the one thing that really, shakes him up.
All right. And with that out of the way, this time our voiceover monologue / recap will be done by our one and only Cheshire playing Codi.
Dear Diary, normally when someone says the phrase, "What did I do to deserve this?" they're meaning it in a negative context. As if life has put some sort of unfathomable burden on them. Where, sure, that could be continued toward the fact that Marcus and I are sitting in a car waiting for something to go horribly wrong in a junkyard. I more mean it in the fact of, how did I get two friends I treat absolutely horribly to be so caring? But shaking that off, Marcus seemed to want to go in. It was good he found some sort of entry through the fence. We took up position to watch Aidan, who was trying his best to act as if this was some sort of Camp Happy Happy Joy Joy. Victor seemed to be treating this more like a sort of frontlines thing from Lord of the Rings. He started near militantly preaching to this group how wonderful it would be, how every member was treated equal and no one was above the other. No rank, no popularity. 1, no, we're not going to talk about how me seeing Lord of the Rings is a thing. And 2, what even would I aspire to if there was no popularity? Nothing, that's what. When Aidan pulled off a hell of a speech on equality, it seemed that Victor was interested. And with that, and like most people who are in sort of any position of power, turns out he's corrupt. Go figure. Leadership positions open. Anyone preaching equality will suddenly need leaders and someone to keep you in line. More like the hypocrisy gang, if it's up to me. New name. One head pat, finger guns later, and a denial of position, Victor throws a hissy fit. However, gross, Victor's veins are pure black, taking him off the dating pool. And he can make people drop from it and suddenly control them. Also ew, but guess that checks out. Venomish. Comics and stuff kind of show that. You know what? We're not talking about that either. What we are talking about is Marcus cutting an entire trash pile in half as a distraction. It's weird seeing him do stuff not geeky. Aidan's playing hero, white aura, lights around him, and everything nearly puts the pressure down, literally, and continues to give Victor a piece of his mind. The chills have to be coming from somewhere. Him? Bottom of the oceans are cold. But when Marcus teleports between two Zomjocks at around the same time, maybe that comes with the life-sucking of blood from his creepy sword. Though now he's getting Pogo Champion of the Year, and, well, hopped over to us. I tried to get Aidan's attention, but Himbo was being traded for White Knight in this story. He was mad at Victor, and I don't blame him. However, Pogo Boy launching himself at Victor changed the tune, though the nasty sword once more eats its fill. There were students on the bus now, and Aidan climbed into the driver's seat. I wanted to get in my car, but there was too many. More and more were climbing over the mounds of garbage and junk. One of them managed to pin me down. I remember screaming and closing my eyes, but Marcus seemed to pull him off just fine and take me to help me up and into the bus. The bus that wouldn't start. Seems to get better and better, doesn't it? More and more were gathering until, well, crash. Jeeves arrives in one of the collector's vans my dad owns. I've never felt so oddly protected before, between the two and Jeeves. But we finally got out of there, and Jeeves grenades people with purple gas. Alright, that's new. Though after he left and thanked Marcus and Aidan for being in my life, we drove back to my house in an oddly awkward radio-filled sort of silence. We learned about Marcus's sword over dinner, the sword that eats people, and helped Marcus protect his old dojo. He'd been the kid from the news. It was weird to settle into the thought that, Marcus has killed someone. Marcus killed someone. After dinner, we went to bed, and I can't lie, I like that they stay across the hall. It's less lonely in here. Sure, I've got people, but it's them. Maybe I should treat them better. Anyway, dream time again. It's an interesting endeavor for me, again, a bunch of memories. The ballet. I used to like the ballet. Cheerleading only became my main goal when I figured out how a ballerina's foot looks in the shoe and when they move. Nope, not my level of pain. Not that cheerleading doesn't have pain in it, but I'd rather prefer being tossed around than, whatever happens to their feet in 30 years. But after trying to just grab the memory, I was in it again. It felt right. My dad promising me my own ballerina. Something technical? Long-lasting, I'm guessing. One of my own. I always wanted that, even if my mom seemed nervous about it. For Aidan, it was another deep dive, underwater with his little monster friend, or big monster friend, depending on how you want to look at it. I don't think they're making a kid's show out of this one anyway. The monster also tries to convince Aidan that he needs to use more of his power, that he doesn't want to be a failure. But Aidan knows he's dangerous, ever cautious and thinking of others even now. I wonder where his powers even started. For Marcus, the sword granted him a night of genuine peace for once, after a discussion of worth. The battlefield once war-torn was cleaned up, but I think Marcus is strong and worthy, Mr. Dream Man. I'm glad Marcus sees that too. They both trust me too much, and they put more into me than I do them. However, it seems like Dad's angry at someone again. A lab, someone missing, lab shouldn't be in use. Sounds like a job for us. 'Cause little do we know, something's waiting for us there.
Yourself a +2 to add to any roll for future use for that.
Oh,
Thanks.
That was so cool. Oh my god. Okay.
I think, Devil, you also got a +2 that I promised you from last session as well. So for any roll that you want. So
That was awesome, Josh.
Thanks.
that was just golf claps for that. That was really good.
We love it.
I am curious how she knows about the other two's dreams, but I'm letting that slide for this one.
It's one of those, like, as if somebody once compared it to the TV show Shameless, where they like sit the characters down and talk to them as if it's an interview.
Yeah. Oh my god, it's true.
So it's kind of one of those, I don't know it happened, but I'll recap it as if, like, if I knew about that, fuck you, dude, Marcus is worth it. That type of deal, you know?
Okay,
Also,
I love that so much.
Yeah, it was a way for, like, my players to be able to recount things that other players did so that other players knew what they did, even if they forgot.
Yeah. Like, in
But yeah.
anime, they have this thing where, like, at the end of the episode, they'll have, like, a character that was in that episode, talk about events that happened in the episode, even if they weren't there.
Yeah,
You know
it's
what-
just
you
a good
know
way
what-
to remember.
Yeah.
You know what this is making me think of? Those scenes from Oz where it's like that person recapping what's happening after they've like died or something like that.
That
Generally,
would be a good comparison, sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I was about to say, do you know that it was that prison show that came out that was about to be more like co-op, co-ed kind of deal?
Yeah, I remember.
And they had like,
I never watched, but I do know of it.
Yeah, I
It-
do remember Oz.
yeah, I remember seeing clips of it when it was coming through my YouTube timeline, and they literally were like having scenes like throughout where it's like it was like a prisoner that died or prisoner in, just kind of recapping about what happened, even if they weren't there. So that's basically how I'm imagining describing it. Oh, and to those who don't know, Cheshire is also a master of ceremonies as well for games as well. So if you ever hear us arguing, that's why it's our MC heads clashing. So, or clashing, not lashing. I brain colliding and clashing combined in my head for some reason. So
New word.
Two MCs cannot be in the same reality at once. Okay.
What is it, Highlander? There can be only one?
Yes. That is true. Yes.
that can be only one. All right. So I think we left off Cody going into the house after overhearing the conversation with her father on the phone and Jeeves giving her the information.
Yes. She was going to go and tell the boys what she had heard.
And I believe both boys were still in the house reading books in their respective rooms.
Yes.
All right.
Well, that's good. At least then I can find you guys relatively easy.
Yeah, because I believe we stated that Aidan was reading Oceans for Dummies, and and then
Yes, he is proudly too.
Marcus just happened to find a book about like I forget which people's history. I forget the name.
Manji.
The Manji history. He just happened to find that book too, and they're both in their rooms reading. So does Cody just yell for them to get down there? Or does she go to each of their rooms to get them?
No, she'd probably go to each room and knock on each door. It's not like they were staying too far away from each other.
Who do you get first?
Probably, I will say it's probably Aiden's door for like closest to the stairs, and then Marcus's. So it'd be like one and then the other in sequence.
So Aidan, as you're reading Oceans for Dummies, you hear,
And I little did Cody know, but I went down and got breakfast. So Aidan is actually eating and reading at the same time.
God damn it.
So he's like, "Oh, come in. Sorry."
oh, so you brought the breakfast tray back up with you to your room while you're reading.
Yeah, I was just so interested in Oceans for Dummies. I couldn't leave it. You know what I mean?
Let's say that like one of the maids like brought you like one of those rolling carts just
Yeah, that breakfast in
full
bed,
of
right?
stuff,
Yeah.
and Alice, being the amazing chef that she is, just had it. It's not just one cart. There's like 3 carts just full of breakfast food in your room right now.
Perfect.
Amazing.
And I'm like, "Come in. Who is it? I mean, it's your house probably, so I don't need to ask." Come in.
She's going to wait like an awkward couple minutes before opening the door and being like, "Did that feel good?"
Wait, did what feel good? I'm confused. This is Aidan talking.
She kind of just chuckles and says, "Just the whole little thing there that you doubled back on."
Oh, yeah, right. I completely forgot it was your house.
No,
Yeah.
that's fine.
So
Marcus! We might have something we can go poke around.
Really?
I say might. We're definitely going to go poke around.
What do you mean? Is it like the Victor? I forgot his sister's name again.
More Veronica. Also more like Urbex.
Urbex.
Yeah,
Isn't-
you
isn't-
ever heard of Urbex Exploring? Kind of popular with parkour groups.
No. Fill me
Fair
in.
point. We're going to go to an abandoned building.
Ooh.
Or supposedly abandoned. It's also supposedly not abandoned. We'll find out when we get there.
That's always fun. But one question: why the sudden urgency? We just came off of like a pretty exhilarating day.
I mean, Dad was yelling at someone on the phone, and apparently someone's gone missing.
Wait, did he ask us to look for it?
Absolutely not.
So, why are we looking for it?
You don't want to impress the principal?
I mean, and he's like licking his fingers. We still kind of have to tell him about what happened with Victor, no?
Yeah, and won't it soften the blow if we have more stuff to be like, but we also did this?
I suppose so. Yeah, I trust you. These fish fingers are so good.
You have fish fingers for breakfast?
Yep.
Oh boy.
I mean, he's got his omega-3s and his stuff.
Yeah. I'm growing. I need food.
She just cackles. I'm a growing boy.
I just have to ask this. Does Aidan carry around a thing of protein powder with him?
No, he doesn't. But like, because technically he's a swimmer, right? So he's not supposed to have like a huge bulky body. But like, because he works out so often and like he expends so much energy, and because he's so big, like his body just craves food all the time, right? So he knows that he's supposed to like keep lean to a certain degree, but like he can't help it, you know.
Eats like Goku, built like Mike Phelps.
Yeah, he's just constantly burning calories, you know.
I love it.
That's a hell of a physique, Jesus.
No, I mean, you're burning enough.
So I guess you both get up and head over to Marcus's room next?
Yeah, she'll knock on the door.
Or is Aidan still just gonna finish what he's eating as Cody goes to get Marcus?
Actually, yeah, I think that's what happens here. Like, like Cody like expects Aidan to like get up and like go over to Barker's room, and he just kind of looks at her like, "Yeah, I'm not moving."
Just roll her eyes and she'll
Like-
go herself.
Yeah.
Bitch, I'm eating. All right, so yeah, Cody walks down, and Marcus, you hear.
Marcus will get up and just open the door.
She'll smile and she will repeat how do you feel about urbex?
We urban explore?
Yes.
Where?
Not necessarily sure. Old lab? Could probably find it in some of my dad's office stuff.
Any particular reason?
Somebody went missing? And it's supposedly not in use, but yet is in use. We'll find out when we get there.
Is this connected to our thing?
Potentially. It's a lab, and they have freaky, gross, venomy powers with the green, not black veins of grossness.
All right. And Marcus, he would...
You're so much more reasonable.
The duality of man, honestly.
It's just like half throws up her arms. You're so much more reasonable. Thank you.
Yeah, you'd see Marcus, he would like fold the corner of the book he's reading and like put it back on the shelf, and he'd like suit up and grab all his shit. And upon leaving his room, seeing 3 like hotel like breakfast carts, just be like,
Yeah, we should probably visit the office while he eats.
okay.
Okay, so Marcus and Cody go into her dad's office while Aidan is eating.
Yes.
Okay. So, all right. So I'll say at this point, your dad has left once again for the day to do Lord knows what. So you can see, I will say, you're like, even after he hung up the phone and went back to the office, you can see that the anger still continued as there's like books like all over the floor. Like there's like a shattered lamp across the way. Like whatever this was that he was on the phone, he was very pissed off about.
I thought
Marcus.
millionaires would meditate and shit. Like, this seems unnecessary.
You're funny.
Yeah, and this is like a very like extravagant office to mahogany desk. Yeah, he likes mahogany for some reason. That's a thing with him. All desks are mahogany.
Just has to be.
Yeah, and definitely like the stuff that you shouldn't own, but he does own. There's a T-Rex skull hanging on the wall. There's like a taxidermy to Bigfoot in the office too. No one knows if it's actually the real deal or not. Just feels like that just shouldn't belong there. Definitely an endangered species or two. Heads of them hanging on the wall.
I feel like the Bigfoot rug would have like a tag of like authenticity. Like for some reason, it's just like someone
doesn't mean it's
like,
real, but somebody's tried.
Yeah, like someone like appraised it and confirmed that it's a Bigfoot. Like how the hell did they know?
No, it's not a rug. It's like a taxidermy statue of Bigfoot.
Oh, got you. Yeah, like it's still like, oh yeah, this is like legit. It's like,
but there's definitely a black bear rug for sure, though. Definitely a black bear rug.
But yeah, Marcus would see that Cody's pretty much unfazed as she starts, like, kind of looking for any files off of the properties he owns. Probably the older ones.
So, what are we both doing now?
Looking for this potential lab in his records.
All right, first roll of the game, and
God damn it, it's me again.
we'll see if
this is great.
this continues.
Oh my god, this is the ritual.
I am going to use one of those help points since I'm here.
Oh, thanks.
Oh, well, I was about to ask: is Marcus helping, or do you want to do your own roll to investigate?
Marcus is helping.
And you have the help point.
Yep.
Okay, so already with a +1, then.
I would use the "he's my only family" tag, but it kind of gets negated by my weakness of needing to prove myself. So, unfortunately, that won't be an addition, but it would be there. It's there in spirit.
Okay, yeah, I was going to argue against the weakness tag, but then again, you did state that you were trying to, like, basically, you have the underlying thing to prove yourself to him with this case. Yeah. So that makes sense now. So
gotta impress him.
Yeah, +1 then.
See if all good times come to an end in the beginning. I've broken the cycle.
It's still a failure, though. Unfortunately,
I've still broken the one cycle.
You know what? I think it's better. It's better than to continue the curse. So, congratulations. This is the most, like, the best outcome 6 roll that you could possibly get.
It'll just be you who rolls dual ones.
Yeah. To those who don't know what we're talking about, if you're listening to us at this point, there was what we called the curse for a while, where the first roll of our last, was it 3 or 4 sessions?
I think it's 3
sessions were all snake eye rolls, so 2 nat 1s. So we did a hat trick with the snake eyes, and we have officially broken that with this unfortunate still 6 roll.
4th episode, guys. A round of applause. Come on. We broke the curse. Okay.
Yeah. What would have been funny is if Devil was the one who rolled instead, and he got a snake eyes too, so everyone would have had like a snake eye at this point.
Yeah.
So yeah, so Cody, you and Marcus try to start looking, and you're not finding much at first. I will say though, Marcus, you actually, who goes to the desk?
Cody would have gone for filing cabinets, so
Marcus would have probably hit the desk.
Yeah, so I'd say there's like some filing cabinets that are like next to the bookshelf. Cody's looking through that. Marcus goes to the desk, and you're going through the paperwork that's just spread out all over it in this mess of a room. And you do see, because it's not really like it's a clue that you would have found, so it's not really anything to do with the roll. You still find like what's the word? A ledger. That's the word I'm looking for. A ledger of properties that Cody's father owns.
Huh?
Got a ledger over here.
She'd stop and kind of look at him and be like, "Oh, I guess it makes sense that if he was looking into these things,
also
he'd have it on his desk."
Messy.
No, he was just angry. Usually someone cleans this up for him.
I love that. It's like, he's messy. No, he's just mad.
Yeah, it's probably like the Ted's lamp that they're going to have to replace now in the month.
Yeah, like Cody seems ridiculously unfazed by this.
God, this is not okay. Like,
Mr. Hollowell is definitely the person to punch holes in the wall while playing Counter-Strike. Like,
Strike!
He's the one who tells 12-year-olds he's going to take their moms.
God, now I just got door stuck in my head, but with like a pompous rich guy voice. Door stuck, please! I beg you! We're dead! Can't get through the door, man. Can't get through the door.
Yeah, and so you both look over this ledger, and you eventually. It's a good it's like very minuscule handwriting because there's like a bunch of properties on that, but you do see the address for the abandoned Helix Labs factory, all the way on the other side of town, and it looks like he was possibly planning on selling it to someone else, but doesn't say who.
Right.
I'm addressing these.
Yeah. Whether or not it still belongs to him is a different story, but who knows? Maybe nobody wanted to buy a creepy abandoned lab.
I hope not.
What's the thrill of Urbex if not the thrill of potentially getting caught?
I'd rather not deal with the Umbrella Corporation.
I mean, absolutely same, but that's not the point.
Fair enough. Do we need... I guess we should go get him.
She's just gonna text her and be like, "You done eating?"
And at that point, he would already sort of be walking in through the door. He probably asked the chefs the directions to the office. And he met up with you guys, and he's just like,
it's literally the other wing of the house.
yeah, it's on the opposite side. So yeah, he kind of peeks his head in because he probably read the name on the door, and it's just
he probably has a giant plaque.
Yeah, he's like, guys, are you allowed to be in here? Where's...
Nope.
Okay, and he it's very funny because this large guy nervously sort of walking into your dad's room he's a child. You know what I mean? It's
only the office. You're fine.
Yeah. So he's like, okay, all right, if you say so. So what are we looking for? Are we looking for this? Wait, what are you guys looking for? Hold on. Why are you snooping?
He kind of giggles and she points to the ledger and says, "We found out where the building is."
Is this building that you were talking about? What? Okay, so what did you find?
It's an address for an old lab.
A lab?
Apparently, he was according to this, he was gonna sell it to somebody. And I'm imagining on the ledger, it's either faded or blanked out or something.
I'm going to let you all know right off the bat. You all would immediately know what Helix Labs is, as it is one of the biggest science labs in the city, and is known for their scientific discoveries, while also having been put in the tabloids for a few scandals here and there as well.
Okay.
Sure. Huh, so it's a rundown Helix Lab facility. Still not seeing the urgency.
I mean, someone went missing.
And
it was enough to make my dad do this. Gestures to the room.
Yeah, he didn't seem very happy. Okay.
So it's Helix Labs. They're a massive corporation. They're probably not on the up and up, let's be honest.
True. Do you think they could have something to do with the infection gang?
I mean, it's
worth
possible.
looking.
Okay. And it's Sunday today, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, that's right. Thank you for reminding me. I completely forgot.
Now the in-character check-in works.
Yeah. Okay, and the plan is still to tell your dad on Monday what happened yesterday, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Just hoping to have more, and he'll think we went above and beyond.
Okay. If you guys are, if you guys really want to, I'm down.
Are you sure you sound horrified?
I'm not horrified. I'm just a little cautious, is all. But this seems a little in over our head. But you know what?
Everything else wasn't.
Good point.
Gestures vaguely to Marcus.
Good point. And I kind of do the slap my face cheeks to like get pumped up, and I'm like, okay.
My face cheeks.
I had to discern which cheeks in particular. Okay, so yeah, like I get myself pumped up. I'm like, okay, all right. What
Is it one of those at the same time slaps or the 1-2 slap?
No,
on
at
yourself?
the same time. Yeah, at the same time. Yeah, yeah. Like the two. Like I give myself good 3 good taps to like wake myself up. So what facility is this? Where is it? And how fast are we going to die?
Helix Labs, insert address here, and I'm unsure.
Hopefully there'll be no dying. I kind of like being a meat-based life form.
Me too. Okay. Well, I already ate. So did you guys get breakfast yet?
No, but we can stop through somewhere on the way.
Guys, breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Okay, we can't skip breakfast.
The local burrito chime now serves breakfast, so
Yes.
There we go. All right. Now let's go. We get you guys fed, and then you guys will be at the optimal calorie deficit to take on this endeavor.
How do you know what my optimal calorie deficit is?
I don't, but we're gonna find out today.
so
Just looks at you like,
That's how Cody feels. She's like, excuse?
And like he, can I see the ledger? Actually,
yeah, Marcus would just kind of spin around and slide across the desk.
nice.
I'm so as Marcus is handing the ledger to Aidan, Cody, you're looking at the desk and you see a picture frame that's kind of been set down. Do you pick it up?
I like pick it up, but do you know how you treat grilled cheese when you want to know if the other side is done? And you just kind of like slightly lift it.
Yeah, you lift
like
to see
that.
the bottom of it.
So you're actually, I would think Cody would be surprised to see this picture on your dad's desk still, but it's a beach day photo before everything.
Yeah. She'll probably make a slight face and then just kind of like slowly put it back down.
Yeah. I'll also say, you notice like right off the bat, your mom's face was like angrily like crossed out in the picture.
Jesus.
It's like a high school yearbook. God.
Yeah, I'm telling you, he's an edgy gamer boy.
But yeah,
That is cute though.
she just put it down.
All right. So what's our trio doing now?
To the Cody-o-mobile.
To the Cody Mobile. We'll just say that they got breakfast and
Da-da-da-da-da.
yeah.
Yeah. Probably drove through somewhere and just got food.
Yeah.
It's just like the little mascot zooming in, the little mascot from y'all's high school zooming in and out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
fire background.
yeah. Like the transition thing? Yeah.
Yeah, the transition, yeah.
Yes. I see what you're saying now.
Right,
Little,
as you-
like flaming background around the
To the Cody-mobile.
quarters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh man, that's canon now. Every time there's a screen switch, that's so canon. Okay.
So,
So
y'all,
we're going to the abandoned factory itself, right?
Mhm.
Okay. And it's like early in the day. We'll say it's like 11 o'clock in the morning.
I can see that.
Turning 12, like noon-ish.
I can see
yeah,
that.
getting towards that point because we had y'all go to sleep, had your dreams, wake up, did your montages,
Yeah. Wait,
Or,
did we
yeah,
do
your-
montages? We
your
didn't.
downtime moves, yes.
Oh, yes. But in the last session, yes.
Yeah, because that was you and Marcus reading and Cody training was
Yes.
the montages. And so, yeah, y'all get into Cody Mobile, which, a Jeep, right? We said?
It's a Mustang.
Mustang. Oh, I thought we said it was a Jeep at one point. I don't know. Maybe
We
I'm
were
just
going
dumb.
through a few cars at the beginning, but I'd
I
posted
remember a G-Wagon, actually. Like,
I just feel like Cody has multiple cars, and every one of them has a mirror in the trunk of it or in the back seat of it. So that way she knows she can get to any of her cars with ease. So
just need a new car, switch.
yeah, we'll just say she has multiple cars. She has a G-Wagon, a Mustang, a Jeep. She has all of them.
Whatever seems right for the situation.
the first car was her dad gifted her one of those pretty pink Barbie cars.
And she was like, never in a million years. Okay?
Exactly.
Literally drove it once.
Yeah, she drove it home, actually. Like, and then it parked there forever.
As soon as the car started, the radio started playing, "Come on, Barbie, let's go party."
She was like, "Hi, I love it."
It's like, I love it. Oh my god, I'm gonna drive it all the time.
What color is the Mustang?
Red.
The classic.
All right.
Yeah, most of her cars are red that are hers specifically.
All right, so y'all getting the Mustang. Okay, who's the one cramped in the backseat?
Aidan. Yes, I'll give it to you, Hunt. I'll give it to you. Yes, here we go.
So I feel like you're sideways in the back seat, and you're still got like your legs like bent up a little bit from in the back seat.
Yeah, I'll paint the picture. It's kind of similar to the bus scene when I was going to meet Victor. The bus, like the roof of the car is too small or too like short. Actually, no, it's a Jeep, right? There's enough space. It's a Jeep. No, it's a Mustang. No, it's a Mustang. Sorry, it's a Mustang. Yeah. So the roof of the car is a little too low. So like his head is like sort of tilted. You know what I mean? And like his knees are. He's almost in fetal position. You know, because like even if one of the two pushes their seat up to make space for your legs, it's still sort of like a little cramped. So yeah, he's fitting, but it's an uncomfortable fit. You know.
I have a picture.
Yeah.
I just have to scroll up through the memes.
Yeah, so Aidan is poor himbo Aidan is cramped in the back seat.
Yeah.
Cody I assume is driving as usual. Marcus gets in the driver's seat. And yeah, y'all head off. Make your quick stop at the Burrito Chime to get I assume like Cody and Marcus just get like their regular meals, but then like Aidan immediately or gets like 2 bags just full of burritos.
I think he just gets like one burrito. Like he's still what Aidan does, right? He eats a lot at once, and then after he'll just like not eat for the rest of the day. You know what I mean? He finds that he finds it's easier that way than to like always need to be like, feeding his body. He's just like eats an ungodly amount at once, and then he's good for the day.
I just imagine Cody and Marcus just looking and wide-eyed like you're only ordering one burrito because they're expecting you to eat so much all the time, probably.
Yeah, and I'm just like, calorie deficit.
You can have whatever you... Okay.
Calorie deficit. It's important.
I think these are words you've made up.
It's true. It's a real thing.
What was the other word we were using? Athleticism, or what was the word?
Athleisure.
Aiden's just up here making up words now. Okay, like.
Yes, I'm the Rift of Urban Dictionary. Okay.
Good lord.
You're the Rift of Bart's best friend from The Simpsons.
Yes. So yeah, I grabbed my one burrito and Diet Coke.
Okay,
I don't know why that's so funny.
Now this is important. Taco sauce or no in the car?
Heck yeah.
There's always taco sauce in the car.
All right. I didn't know if Cody was going to be like, no sauce in the car, no mess kind of deal or something like that. So
she can pay to have it cleaned if she needs to.
Fair enough. So it's going to be a little bit because it's like all the way to the other side of the city. It's going to take you some time to get there. If y'all want to have any kind of conversations while you're driving in this car, you can right now.
So Aidan is probably going to be like, hey, by any chance, is it possible to just, maybe like switch seats? And I'm tapping on Marcus's chair. And I'm like, hey, buddy, no real particular reason at all. Like, is any possible way that we could like switch seats at any time at this in this adventure here?
Sure.
Oh, thank God. Because I
Cody
mean,
will pull over for
like,
that.
I'm perfectly fine in the back seat. Like, there's nothing wrong at all. Like, I'm just,
I've seen sardines with more room than you right now. It's fine.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's fine. Like, I'm not like, it's not like I'm scared of.
I've already pulled over. Switch seats.
Okay. And so I sort of get out and like wipe the sweat from my forehead because he's like kind of freaking out. And he like finally stretches his legs out and he rolls down the window, gets some fresh air.
I just imagine, like, as you stretch out your legs, you hear, like, a couple cracks through both of them, like, crack, 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 as you, like, try to stretch your legs back out.
And I, like, I push the seat back, hopefully not into Marcus, and if I do, it's, like, he's just, like, almost crushed, and he, like, shifts over to the side where...
Yeah, now Marcus, knowing how tall you are, he would just sit in the middle. He'd be like, nope, not doing this.
I'm not used to traveling with you guys so often. I guess I'll have to grab one of the other cars.
No, it's fine. Just that you do what makes you happy, Cody. We're just happy that we're here with you. You don't have to worry about.
You sure your rift isn't a snake? Because you're lying a lot.
I'm not lying. I'm just expressing my gratitude. It's important. Just like
kind of rolls her eyes.
As he like rubs his knees very obviously because they were in pain, but like
Marcus is kind of like, my guy, you got more beads on you than the friendship bracelet.
Cody cackles.
And he takes his for some I think he would have like a sort of small gym bag with him, right? So he like reaches into his gym bag and like takes out a towel. He like wipes his head. He's just like, it's the temperature's hot. Cody, why don't you turn on the AC? And he like nervously shifts his eyes.
The top is down.
Top is down.
Oh, was it?
That was convertible.
Oh, I didn't realize it was a top-down thing. I didn't realize that.
I posted the picture.
I was not paying attention at all.
It has the option to have the top up, but the top is down.
We actually, I think, said that it was like one of those like non-convertible Mustangs before you sent that picture. So I think that's where the confusion lies.
I don't know.
No, it's a
that
convertible.
picture was pretty far back in our convo in the other group, but that's okay.
We'll say that like after she pulls over, she like puts the top down, right? And
more space for your head.
Yeah. Whew.
Yeah. It's
so much better.
All right. So I'm curious to know. So we kind of got a little bit about Cody's feelings for Marcus and Aidan during her little recap. Start with Aidan first. What are your current feelings towards Cody and Marcus?
Oh, like as a friend group or just like as individuals?
Both, now that you've mentioned
both. Yes, now.
Okay. So as like friends, he thinks they're like super cool. You know what I mean? Him being the eldest out of the three, he kind of feels at times like he's almost responsible for them. You know what I mean? But like in a sense that it's just a bunch of, high school, friends hanging out, right? And, him living on his own, he kind of has that like natural, okay, I need to make sure that these two are okay kind of thing. But he knows that, especially in regards to Marcus can like take care of himself, right? And he knows also that Cody can also take care of herself. But it's just like that overbearing kind of, okay, all right, if anything goes wrong, like I'll feel like terrible about it. But like his feelings towards Cody is, he definitely thinks that Cody is a little odd at times. Like she can be like extremely mean to him and Marcus, but like he sees it as, okay, well, she's just like that's just like Cody, right? She's just like a freshman, right? Cody's a freshman.
Yeah,
Marcus is a
she's
junior.
a sophomore.
Sophomore,
So this
that's
is second
grade
year.
10. Yeah,
But-
grade 10.
Yeah, she definitely treats you guys completely differently when there's no other students around. It's like a flip switch.
Yeah, he's kind of just like, oh yeah, well, that's just Cody being Cody. Like, it's fine. And then Marcus is definitely Marcus is like a bro, right? He knows that Marcus is like into athleticism, which is like a bonus. You know what I mean? But he hides that, right? So Aidan knows that Marcus is on the he's a treasurer, right? So he's not in like an athletic position in the school, but the fact that he hides that he's like also very athletic, it's kind of like their mutual bond, Whereas Aidan is very openly athletic, Marcus is like kind of secretly like a secret jock. Like he would be trying to like bring out that jock in him, and Marcus is just like, God, like, nah, bro, I'm good. You know what I mean? But yeah, like as a group, he wants to like protect you guys and defend you guys, and make sure everything goes smoothly. And like, yeah, he likes you guys. Long story short, he likes you gues. That was my long-winded way of
looking
saying.
back at last session. Yep, Cody definitely can handle herself in all situations. Mm-hmm.
yeah. Flashback. Yeah.
Definitely not when actual physical confrontation comes into play. She has nothing.
Yeah, he thinks that you all are very capable, a capable group of peeps, and he likes hanging with you guys.
All right. Marcus, your feelings about Aidan and Cody.
As an overall, just a friend group, Marcus is infinitely appreciative of these two. Like, he personally views them as family. Marcus is just given his background and how he grew up, he definitely is like you're good to me, I'm good to you type.
Aww.
So, yeah. So, like, meeting Aidan, that had an effect on him. He saw this, like, he assumed Aidan would be like, your typical. Sorry, someone walked in. Give me a second.
Oh, no worries. Yeah, Aidan is not the typical jock. He's like, you look at him, he's just like, oh my gosh, no, he's gonna like stuff me in a locker. And he like, you see him like walking towards you, and he like, it's like, oh, hey, I saw you in math class. It's like, yeah, could you help me with something? And they're just like, what the heck?
He just stalks up to you. Hi, you look lonely.
Yeah, it's like, why is he talking to me?
Like the first time he met Aidan, it definitely would have been a case like, oh, this is just another like stereotypical job. But then seeing how nice he was just over the course of like all the years of them being in school, and he's like, oh no, this guy is cool. And then of course the first like kind of interaction they had would have probably been with Marcus, just like out like in a, I can imagine it's like out in the field somewhere, kind of by the school, just like doing his thing, like training, doing his little workout or whatever.
Yeah,
he would have. That's the moment he would be like, "Oh shit, you work out."
Yeah, like I would be doing like a jog, like a run, and I see you, and I'm just like, "Wait, hey, I know you."
I just imagine Aidan has adoption papers for everyone he considers a friend in his backpack.
Yeah, it's just full on adoption papers. It's just like, we're friends now, okay?
You're my friend now. We're having soft tacos later.
Exactly.
Yeah, then as for Cody, honestly, knowing Cody was he probably wouldn't have known she was the principal's daughter at first. Once he found out, he would have been like, oh, okay, so you might get like special privileges, that kind of stuff. He didn't necessarily immediately seeing your like outward aesthetic. He definitely thought, oh, this is like the preppy girl who's like meeting everybody outside of like a small group of people, but
which is true, technically.
It is true.
I was gonna say he's not wrong.
Yeah, he's not wrong. Like, that is Cody.
That is how Cody acts in school. Yes.
But again, over time, and what I imagine happened in my head is their first interaction would have definitely been something more akin to like related to their powers. Like she would have seen Marcus like teleport or something and be like, oh, he's like me, kind of.
Cody trying to escape something in school comes out of the boys' like mirror because she just assumes nobody would be in there at that time. Marcus is there.
Yeah, that's funny.
That's funny.
Like washing his hands as this girl comes out of the mirror next to him.
At that point, it's just like, oh, so okay.
Hi, we're not going to talk about that.
Actually, is this the first time y'all meet, or the first time you discover that she had powers?
This would
It
have
would
been
be the first time they found powers.
Yeah, powers. They would have, quote unquote, met, like, when she, when her dad took over the school. They probably wouldn't have interacted, but that would have been the first real interaction.
Yeah.
So, we are going to talk about that, because I'm going to say, as Marcus is saying that about Cody, we're going to flashback.
Oh, that's
That's right. That's a module aspect. Damn it.
So, end of part 1. Thank you for listening to this episode of the Mysteries Unknown podcast. The background music you hear is from the official City Mist soundtracks made by Son of Oak Studios. The content warning at the beginning was done by Ryan Bravo of Odd Loot. Any other characters and content mentioned on here belong to the rightful creators and owners. My name is Hunter the MC, and join me next time as we investigate the City of Mist.